Well, we are all set for the TGP2 title showdown. It's Jack Pearson against Mike Noon. Mike Noon starts at the very back of the grid. We've got 3 races tonight. This is the first here in Singapore. The 5 red lights are going on, and when they go out, we will be racing. Lights out in the night sky of Singapore, and away from the ground is Chris Johnson. He leads in the run down to turn 1. The title contender Jack Pearson slots in second place as he goes through the first corner, and no problems through the field so far. Tom Smith third, Joe Sayer is fourth. In fifth position as Sir Lane. Then it's Michael Kenny in sixth. Then it's seventh is Dennis. Eighth position is Jacko. Ninth is James, and down at the back, not making many places, is Mike Noon in 10th. Stephen Ash 11th, and at the very, very back is Petrolhead and John, the 13 runners in this race. As we go then through the first sector, and it's Chris Johnson leading the way, and Jack is in second, and that will do it for him at the moment, as there's all sorts of action going on behind. Joe Sayer climbing up into third place, mugging Dom Smith. What a start to this race, and now one of the Haas cars having a look at Dom Smith as he go into the brakes down at what used to be the Singapore Sling, and now a boring old left-hander. So now Sir Lane right up behind Dom Smith. Is there any way through as they go over the top of the Anderson Bridge? Not likely, as Dom Smith kicks the rear out big time there as they go down the straight. Any action up front? Jack Pearson not any closer to making the move on Chris Johnson. Joe Sayer, as we said already, climbing up ahead of his good friend Dom Smith and taking that final podium spot. Dom Smith not looking ahead to retaliate, looking behind at the moment as Sir Lane is all over the back of him. Michael Kenny then follows on behind that as they go underneath the grandstand for the first time in a 15 here in Singapore. So it still remains Chris Johnson from Jack Pearson, from Joe Sayer, then Dom Smith, then Michael Kenny rounding out the top 5. Now where is Mike Noon? He's already up to 7th. He's coming into the pits. Wow! Why is Mike Noon coming into the pits this soon? It looks all good in the front wing. What is this going to be? Is he going to go onto the super socks? He sure is. And is he going to the end? That'll look like a quick stop. No damage done. Just trying to get out of the traffic, it seems. Just push hard and jump a few cars in the pits. It certainly seems that's what Mike Noon's plan is. Doesn't want to get involved in any chaos, damage limitation in this race. Jack comes in. Jack Pearson coming into the pits. Concerned potentially about a Mike cutting him off. I wouldn't be too worried yet. If I was the guys down at Manor, I'd have Joe in this lap. But it's Jack Pearson that's coming in anyway for Manor. And he's hurtling down and into the pits now. Up onto the Jacks. On go a set of the Super Tough tyres. The green light is on, and away goes Jack Pearson. Now he's coming in the pit lane. Where is Mike Noon? Nowhere to be seen. No, is that Mike Noon there? No, it's not. Still nowhere to be seen at the moment. The Williams driver now comes into the first corner and can see Jack. I tell you what, he's around roughly about 3 or 4 seconds. So if Mike Noon can put in a blinder and Joe has a struggling lap, it could be close between the two. Chris Johnson's thinking about pitting on this lap. He is not. Yes, he is, and it's lag again. I can't make out what lag's doing here. But Joe Sayer is coming in. This is the key to the race, the key to the championship, really. Where will Chris be in relation to Jack? Jack's not been really pumping in any major lap times, so this is going to be interesting. Joe Sayer coming down towards the pit box now. Michael Kenny holding up one of the manners of Jack Pearson. This is not helping Jack Pearson at all. Jack's got to make the move on Michael Kenny. He's going down the inside now. He takes it, and he's well ahead of Chris Johnson as well. Chris Johnson's held it out far too long, but crucially, where is Mike and Joe? He's well ahead of Joe. Wow, this is incredible. But the key factor now is, if Joe can't help Jack, Chris Johnson certainly can. And Jack Pearson doing everything he needs to do at the front of this Singapore Grand Prix. 25 points going to his name, and 10 points gained on Mike Noon as it stands. Wow.
Can somebody shoot this guy? Shut the fuck up.
No problem, if that's what you want, I'll shut up.
Fucking hell. You want a quote? There's one.
Well, Mike clearly struggling. I'll leave it to tennis. Tennis can do it. Fuck it.
Fuck it
anyway, McNoon runs in third.
Go on, mate, you're doing a good job.
And the gap is around 1.6, and Mike Noon's tyres must be shot to bits. And we said Joe Sayer had left it too late and ruined the chances of helping his teammate. All of a sudden the tables have turned, and Joe Sayer is the man on the attack here, and Mike Noon is going to be under real pressure here. And surely Joe Sayer is going to start homing in. Let's have a quick look out front. The gap between Jack and Chris is now 3 seconds. Jack seems to be managing it very well at the moment, extremely well. He's on course for those 25 points. The gap comes down again to 2.7, having climbed up to 3 seconds. The last 3 laps it's been 2.7 overall, and Mike is really under threat now from Joe. He's not even got... It's broken. Yeah. Is it broken? Oh my goodness! Just hearing on the team radio there, Joe Sayer gets the broken DRS, and the Manor mechanics, look at them, their heads are in their hands. They cannot believe it, and hopefully that will fix itself. What a time for it to break, but it doesn't matter. He's closing in now on McNoon. He's closer than ever. If he had DRS there, he'd run past him as he gets right up close to them as he goes through Stanford corner. And now into the next corner, and now down towards turns 8 and 9, and Joe is closer as ever. They'll be working in the engineer's room back at the factory to try and fix that DRS, because it's a guaranteed double podium and a guaranteed increase to Jack Pearson's title lead if they can find a way through. But still, he's tucked up behind McNoon, and at the moment, if the DRS doesn't work, they're going to have to hope that the traction disappears on those tyres. Joe clips McNoon. He touches him on the exit of the Anderson Bridge. He lets him know he's there, and McNoon is really under pressure now as Joe almost plays bumper cars with the Williams driver, and Mike Noon has to be careful. He almost got a taste of his own medicine from last week in the USA right there and then, but Joe was very, very close to knocking the pair of them off into the barrier there. Joe goes past the pit wall once more. Still, I looked from my commentary box window to see absolute chaos on the Manor pit wall as they try to figure out how to fix Joe's DRS issues, and he's closer than he's been before to Mike Noon. He has to hope here, going through turns 4 now and down Raffles Boulevard that Mike Noon has ran completely out of traction, and he is running out of traction. And is the DRS now open in Joe's car? It certainly looks like it is. He's going side by side with Mike Noon on the brakes. Is this the moment? It's who it is. They're side by side. Mike Noon gets him off brilliantly as he goes side by side now into the next corner and down towards turn 8, and Joe Sayer is still stuck behind him. Great defensive work there from Mike Noon. Wow, this is enthralling stuff. As Joe Sayer has another look going through corners you just wouldn't expect him to have a look, and he's now pushing him. He's basically pushing him round the corners as they go through the Marina Bay and head down towards the grandstand. Under it they go, and Joe Sayer is basically putting his nose cone through the gearbox of Mike Noon. He's saying, come on, get a move on it. Joe Sayer nearly hits him. He might even have hit him there. What about the gap out front? It's 1.7 now. Chris Johnson really littling the gap down. Well, let's have a look at the penalty count then. That could be crucial in this Grand Prix.
I've got one.
Michael Kenny has 3 seconds to his name. Mike Noon has got 3 seconds to his name. And Jack Pearson has 3 seconds to his name. So 2 title contenders have got time to their name. Now Chris Johnson knows he doesn't need to make the move on Jack Pearson. He now knows he will win this race. Here we go, let's have a look at the battle behind. He is, look at that! Joe Sayer makes the move on Mike Noon. That is vital. Well, it's not really, because Mike has a penalty, but on the racetrack, Joe Sayer is the king. He is through. He's not Joe King, he's Joe Sayer, but today he is the king. He makes the move on Mike Noon to save his teammate, who was going to finish next to him on the road. And he will finish next to his teammate on the road because Chris is half a second behind Jack, but Jack has a penalty. But it's still good to see the battle rage, and it looks to me like he's going to cling on with Mike Noon starting last. Jack Pearson has done everything he's needed to do to hit the wall. It certainly looked like it. It's a lag, it's fucking lag again. I can't make anything out here as the pair of them lag up towards the finish line. It's Jack Pearson who does exactly what he needs to do. It's 25 points on the board, but that becomes 18 because Chris Johnson picks it up because Jack has a penalty.
No,
so there you go, Chris Johnson wins. Jack Pearson second. It's going to be a great third for Jose with Mike Noonan despair in fourth, but it's only 6 points lost to Jack Pearson despite starting at the back.
Is that commentator on steroids or something?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
The points gaps up to 7 points.
So it's a race win, basically. So if I win the next race and Jack comes second, we're level going into the last race.
Use your brakes.
Hold on, I'm sounding a bit like Owen here. Oh, is there no one here that hasn't taken me out tonight?
It's time.
I'm going to go back and talking about
It's time for the penultimate round of the championship. Jack Pearson on pole, his title rival Mike Noonan alongside. And the lights out, and away we go. And here in Bahrain, and Jack Pearson immediately cuts across his rival. That was very, very close as they go down towards the first corner. It's Jack Pearson ahead at the moment as Mike Noonan tries to go around the long way. There's so much lag, I've got no idea what is going on. Jack Pearson still leads though. Mike Noonan second by the looks of it as they bounce their way across the screen up towards turn 3. And Mike Noonan's up the inside. He's going to make the move. They bang wheels. And as the battle continues down towards the AC section, it's very difficult to know what's going on. And Jack's gone off the track and bounced across the gravel trap. Now that is going to be interesting. I've got no idea what to make of it because it's lagging like crazy. But it is Mike Noonan that takes the lead. Will he push Jack off the track? I do not know, but Mike Noonan takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Jose are now second. Third position is what the hell's going on with this lag? Jack Pearson I think is third, and he's now pulling alongside his teammate, and he's going to have no problems getting out of the way. Absolutely no problems. Jose straight out of the way of his teammate Jack Pearson and lets him get back after the mighty Mike Noonan out in front. He doesn't know. He's basically, by that, a team radio shouted from Jack Pearson, he's waiting to see what Mike does. So Haas are in a bit of a situation here. There's going to be a very late dive to the pits. The mechanics are certainly out there in case one of them do choose to come in. They're not supposed to do those dummy pit stops, but what will Mike Noonan do? He carries on, but it looks like, will he make a late lunge? No, he doesn't. And Jack Pearson is in the pits then. This is probably the most crucial lap of his championship so far for Mike Noonan. It's been a long season, but it's never been more crucial. He needs this race victory as Joe clips the back of him. Too late on the brakes. Huge rally style slide as he goes through the first corner. Mike unhampered though. Didn't lose any time. Joe certainly did, and he drops back a full 2 seconds. Jack Pearson's made his stop and he's gone on to the medium tyre. Mike Noonan is now in the pits. This is crucial. Can Joe hold Mike Noonan? He won't be able to hold him, no way, because Joe's got to stop further down there. Mike Noonan is in. He puts on the soft compound. Wow, softs for Mike. Jack went for medium. What will Joe put on? It's going to be a set of mediums for Jose, but where is Jack Pearson in relation to Mike Noonan? Has Jack Pearson got the jump? He does! Comfortably. Jack Pearson moves into the lead of this race, and now, as it stands, has a 14-point title lead over his rival Mike Noonan, and hearts are sinking down at Williams, but there is hope because Mike Noonan is on the soft compound tyre and he needs to close in and make the move soon before roads start to die, just like his super soft did in Singapore. Jack pumps in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That shows he's pushing, and Mike Noonan's very, very close. He dives to the outside because Jack went defensive to the inside. Mike's still trying to find a way through. Jack stays ahead for the moment, but surely the extra traction, the extra grip from Mike Noonan's Williams and soft tyres will pull him alongside as they run up towards turn 4. He does pull alongside. Jack pulls on the fence as hard as he can, runs it in deep. Mike Noonan on the undercut. Surely will dive back on the inside, side by side into the S's, and Mike Noonan makes the move on Jack Pearson, and now he needs to sprint and sprint like hell to make the most of this and leave the drivers level on points going into the final race. What a story it would be. We're only at the halfway point of the Grand Prix, but Mike Noonan is where he needs to be. But the encouragement for Mike Noonan is how far Chris Johnson took the soft tyres. You know, we just seen him come in at the end of... Oh, Jack, yeah, he is way off. Jack Pearson, big error by Pearson, and that will surely allow Mike Noonan now to pick up the points he requires. He will be able to look after those soft tyres now and surely beat Jack with a little bit of comfort.
John, you got a puncture, mate? Oh no.
No, he's got a puncture. Mr. John, Oh, I don't believe it. The points evaporate.
Dom's got one as well. I think Dom's got one.
And is Dom going to puncture? He does.
I'm just backing off. I haven't got a puncher.
He's backing off. But where is the leader? Where is Mike Noon? Mike Noon comes up to the lane, and there is no gap at all in the title race. He wins the penultimate round in Bahrain. Jack comes home second. The gap going into Abu Dhabi is absolutely nothing. And Jack and Mike Noon will battle it out in a showdown in Abu Dhabi.
Oh my God.
And there is no title gap between them. Well, could they have lined this up any better? Mike Noon wins from Jack Pearson and Joe Sayer, and a title race rumbles on with nothing between them. Stay tuned for Abu Dhabi. It promises to be an absolute belter.
Come on. Who's going to take
Yeah! Come on.
And I'm P3.
Yeah, only 4 seconds off.
And you can join now.
This is it, folks.
I really need a wee.
This is it, folks. It's the grand finale here in Abu Dhabi. There is nothing between the two title rivals, and the light goes out, and away they go, and it's Mike Noon leading Jack Pearson. This is crucial already as they run down to turn 1. Who's ahead? It's Jack Pearson who's ahead. He gets the vital jump on the run into the first corner. He lands the first crucial blow in the duel in the desert, part 2. Jack Pearson leads from Mike Noon in second. Then it's Dom Smith in third with Joe Sayer in fourth as they funnel their way through the SC section and now down into the hairpin. Down past Ferrari World they go, and Jack Pearson leads the race, and he now leads the championship by 7 points as it stands. But there's a long way to go as they hurtle down the long back straight. Is Mike Noon in any way going to have an attack back up the inside into the chicane? Not close enough. He's very late in the brakes, but not late enough, and Jack Pearson remains ahead at the moment. What a start from the Manor. And I tell you what, down in the pit lane, there was real contrasting emotions. The Williams boys were in despair, and the Manor garage went up as if there was a goal in a football stadium. It was mayhem in there, limbs everywhere, as Jack Pearson takes the lead from Mike Noon in the Grand Prix, and an outright leading the standings. Dom Smith runs third. 4th position is Joe Sayer. He'll want to get up there and help his teammate. The two of them, well, they're providing perfect buffers at the moment. Right behind the two contenders should anything happen. So there you go. The front 4 on the line. Jacko is 5th, keeping station behind them. Then it's Chris Johnson in 6th with Sir Lane in 7th. 8th is James and 9th is John. 10th position, Petrolhead. Who's lost it? What?
Oh, on my screen, might lost it, but I think it might have been lag. His back end just slid out. And then...
No, I did lose it for a bit.
Dom Smith in 3rd, then 4th is Joe Sayer, 5th is Jacko, 6th is Chris Johnson. He's right behind him. In fact, he stopped in the middle of the road. Joe, Chris Johnson.
Joe spun it.
Joe, he's round. Is he round? Yeah, he has. A half spin for Joe Sayer. Chris Johnson appeared to stop in the road in my screen. Jacko on the inside of Joe Sayer. That's very late. The mic falls out of my hand, and Joe Sayer holds on. Wow. Joe Sayer clinging on to that late lunge from Jacko. It was an opportunistic move. It was a good move though from Jacko, but Joe was sporting enough to see it coming, and he got his elbows out and clung on for dear life. Joe stays ahead of Jacko. Between them, the battle for 4th and 5th is Chris Johnson with his ridiculous lag continues on in 6th. Well, Jack Pearson coming at the end of this lap then. It certainly seems that way. Mike Noon right behind him.
Whoa, lag.
Huge lag there from Jack Pearson ahead. I've seen that. Wow, that was very big. And will Jack Pearson come in? He will. Will Mike follow him in? He will. No overcut there from Mike Noon. The two of them then. Can they get it slowed down now?
That's a penalty.
Pit window is about to close.
What's that penalty?
Oh no, I'm going to get jumped in the stop here. Fuck.
Is he going to get jumped though? Jack Pearson against Mike Noon. This is crucial in the pits. Is Mike ahead? We're about to find out.
Oh, fuck's sake.
No, he's not. Jack Pearson stays ahead in the battle as Joe Sayer now goes on to lead.
I'm going to jump them both. Go on. Yes. He won.
What? Has Dom jumped them both? He has jumped them both. It's side by side. Dom Smith and Jack Pearson trying to help his teammate, and Dom Smith dueling really hard there with Mike Noon. And will Dom continue to duel it? This is incredible. And wow, Dom Smith goes right in amongst it now. And look at Chris, he's relatively close as well, in behind them. And well, Dom have a go at Jack, or will he move for Mike? He certainly looks within striking distance of Jack, so why would he move for Mike at the moment? Mike will probably want him to move. Well, Dom have a dive up the inside. It's very, very late from Dom Smith. It's very late, but it's brilliant driving from Dom Smith. How did he get that stop? He slides. He gets in the way of his teammate nearly. That was incredibly close. And now he's surely going to let his teammate go, because Mike nearly slammed into the back of him as he slid across the curb trying to hold off Jack Pearson. I was half expecting him to stay out and help his teammate, but he doesn't do that.
Oh my god.
It was very clever driving, it has to be said, from Dom Smith, from the Williams team to get involved, but it's not quite worked out at the moment. Jack Pearson still under threat from Mike Noon and the other Williams of Dom Smith as well. Goodness me. It was such a late lunge from Dom Smith, but it was worth it though. And they can't rule out Chris Johnson either, because Chris Johnson's right behind him as well, and he can get involved in this title fight. Sorry?
I have a penalty. I came into the pits and it gave me a penalty.
Oh, you actually got one for that?
Yeah, I wasn't joking.
I thought that's ruined it.
A drive-through or?
No, it gave me a 3 second
my god! Ah!
Oh my god! Ash Dawson!
What? What's going on? Oh, Ash Dawson! Sorry, Demon Ash, I was busy checking the penalty there. And Demon Ash off the racetrack. And now it's even easier for the two out front. They've got a huge gap. Demon Ash making that error, and that's allowed them both through. It's a golden ticket. But now Mike Noon has got a penalty, but he needs to clear Jack Pearson. And now it's going to get very tasty, because he's right behind him is Mike Noon. Is this the moment? The title pendulum swings again. Mike Noon, is he going to dive up the inside of Jack Pearson? He does a look. Jack Pearson half turns in, he turns away, they buy wheels, the two title rivals, and somehow Mike gets his way through. Elbows out and he's through, and the gap will now begin to build unless Jack Pearson can respond immediately with the DRS. Late lunge from Mike Noon. It was like Rosberg's moving Verstappen in the title fight. We've seen how key that was, and we're now seeing how key this could be. Can Mike Noon get the hammer down and find 3 seconds in 6 laps? It's a tall order against someone who's so closely matched to him. Well, Mike, can you do it?
Find out.
Let's find out. He's not interested in speaking at all.
Jack's got one as well. Jack's got one as well.
No, he hasn't. No, he's trying to put you off.
Andy, check. Andy, check.
I will check if Jack Pearson has
He
got.
does not have a penalty.
He does. He does.
Oh!
And now we're seeing two in TGP2 who are level on points going into the race, and now we're next to each other on the track. Mike Noon with a huge moment, and he brushes the barrier. He hit a huge slide, and now Jack Pearson's back in his case. Any damage, Mike Noon? No damage done, but Jack is right there now, and now there is no question about it. It's 2 tenths in it as they cross the line. Dom Smith, meanwhile, is still going to pick up the victory as it stands. 4 laps to go. The DRS opens again for Jack Pearson. Mike Noon moves to the left-hand side. Can he defend? He can, it looks of it. Very late from Jack Pearson. He surely can't get that stopped. He does get it stopped. But then up the inside goes Mike Noon. He bang wheels again in this Grand Prix. Through the chicane, they're still side by side. And Jack Pearson's off the road. And Mike Noon holds on. And this is getting ever more aggressive as the laps tick by. And at this rate, I don't think either of them are going to finish. And we could end up with a couch back. Really.
That gave me a penalty, that did.
I got a penalty
And Jack
too.
Pearson
I
has
got a
another penalty.
They've both got 6. Jacka's going to win the race. 6-second penalty.
Andy, check. Andy, check.
Andy, please check that.
Yeah, they both get 2 penalties. Jacko's got a penalty as well. Jacko's got a penalty as well. And this is so close. Jack Pearson's very close to Mike Noon. What about this time? Can he complete the move this time with the brakes? He has a little look and thinks better of it as the laps tick by, the miles disappear, and the title is right there. He can see it in front of him. He needs to get through on Mike Noon. What about this time? Flag!
Brilliant, for fuck's sake.
Flag strikes and ends all hope of Jack Pearson winning the race now.
Of course. Fucking hell, what a joke.
And lag just ruins it all. And Dom Smith is going to win. And the lag cycle has fucked it up, and that is brilliant, Codemasters. In fact, you know what?
Is Mike going to slow down for Jack, or are we going to carry on? I don't actually know. Oh, imagine.
0.8 seconds.
Season 17 has been a cracker. It's been a cracking final few Grand Prix. And now we wait for Mike Noon. He comes round past the yachts on the right hand side. He is embraced by the crowd. Huge applause as he goes underneath the bridge of the Abu Dhabi Hotel, the Yas Marina circuit, and then underneath the bridge in the penultimate corner, and into that penultimate corner he goes. And now the final. The fireworks are on standby. They're about to light up the night sky for Mike Noon, who comes across the line and becomes TGP2 Season 17 World Champion. He wins it, and Jack Pearson has to settle for second. Tom Smith wins the race. Mike Noon is the champion.
We are constructors champions, baby. Oh!
That rounds it all off. The World Championship in Season 17 in TGP2 is all over. And we now roll on to F1 2017 for another thrilling TGP2 and TGP1 season. It's been a pleasure. And Mike Noon, salute to him. He is your TGP2 champion.
Well, it's been another fantastic season here of TGP2 in Season 17. Mike comes away with the championship, but Jack will come back fighting, as will the rest of the grid as we embark on Season 18. We'll see you on F1 2017.
Moin Kelly.